dumb builds. The Pox. What can I say about this weapon? It's genuinely one of the best weapons in Warframe. I honestly can't.
It fucking sucks!
Okay, they do kind of suck, but with this build you might just be surprised with how useful they actually are. So the Pox are a pair of infested kunite that on contact with the surface explode, dealing toxin tick damage in an area. Normally you cram these things with a whole lot of heat and viral to melt everything in your path, but with this build you will manipulate the least used valence element, Impact, to stagger and clear entire rooms. The main mod of this build is Hemorrhage, which allows you to gain slash procs with the Pox through Impact. The weapon has a low enough fire rate to make the slash proc consistently. Even with the valence element on this weapon, you will need to use concussion rounds and pummel to gain status priority. You can use Saxum Spittle, but it's way more difficult to obtain. Already we are getting slash procs on our weapon, but we need more damage. There are two ways to do this. First, we build viral with the single cold mod since the weapon has innate toxin on it. And second, we build for crit. We won't build for crit chance on this weapon normally since it has a low base crit chance. So we want to slap Hollow Point and Target Cracker for critical damage, and gain our critical chance through other means like Arcane Enervate. This allows us to obtain higher crits than possible for our weapon, but also have extra space for damage and faction mods. This is the full build, and there isn't a lot of room for modifications, but if you want to switch Hornet Strike for Fulmination, I wouldn't judge. When it comes down to fun factor, this is getting a 6 out of 10. It's pretty sick that you can actually deal slash and impact damage with a cloud from this weapon, but besides that, it's not really anything new by Warframe standards. When it comes to gameplay, I'm a little conflicted because this build can seriously do some crazy damage, especially with grouping tools, but the impact status effect kinda does exactly what the clouds don't want, and that's knocking them away. And the saddest part is that the impact effect on this weapon is bugged, where even at 5 stacks, enemies won't open up to finishers, which is kind of the point of the impact status effect. So I'm giving the usage an 8 out of 10. It's almost there for obliterating still path content, but it loses some points because of those two issues. Overall, I'm kind of surprised I don't see people use the Pox more. It's one of those weapons everyone picked up, tested to see if it was meta, and dropped it just as fast when it wasn't wiping entire rooms. I'm not saying that my build does that, but it's seriously a great weapon that more people should use, especially if you like to run single target primaries. But at the end of the day, what do I know? Because these are just